Hello and welcome. I've got no doubt that most of us are aware of the effects of alcohol. If you drink, of course, you'll have first-hand experience. If you don't, think about those you've seen around you. Now, try to imagine yourself being permanently intoxicated. Well, Malcolm Black's reality is similar. He lives with a disease that has almost the same effect. But despite his circumstances, what Malcolm has achieved is almost unbelievable.
For the first 5 to 10 years, you're not aware of it. I mean, even the people around you, friends and family, they can see it, but you're not aware of it because all your mind is telling you is, you must just go on, you must just go on.
It's a progressive loss of your control of your balance, of your coordination. So when you don't have balance or anything that requires coordination is impaired, you're said to have ataxia. So that involves even your speech. You speak in a very disorderly, slurry, and you can't coordinate your speech.
It's extremely rare. So if you take the medical fraternity, specialists would know about it. Neurologists obviously know about it. Would the public know about Friedreich's ataxia? Probably not.
It was transmitted from your parent. So your parent or both of your parents were carriers of the gene.
Cape Town resident Malcolm Black lives with Friedreich's ataxia. Like any other child, he had a normal upbringing, loving the outdoors and playing with his younger sister. Until around the age of 6, when his little body started slowing down, getting worse by the day.
I remember my family was distraught when the news was there, but by then I knew there was something serious anyway, so it didn't matter to me if there was a name or not. And so it's basically like getting slowly from the age of 6, drunker and drunker and drunker, till in your early 20s you're so drunk you can't walk anymore.
His limp body was soon confined to a wheelchair. Malcolm's bubbly and independent personality was slowly starting to fade. He was fast losing hope.
The body was collapsing and everything, and the mind goes like crazy, and I wonder what it is. When I did then get to wheelchair, it was very disappointing because I told myself 4 years before that I was gonna just keep on walking no matter what.
Years passed and Malcolm soldiered on. It was a traumatic journey for his family because Malcolm's sister also lived with the same disease. But the support never stopped and Malcolm eventually finished his studies. By sheer chance, 17-year-old Malcolm was introduced to the world of dance.
I never really watched theatre. Just by chance I went with a friend to watch my friend's ex-girlfriend perform in a dance piece. which to me, I'm sure it was good, but for me, I couldn't even really appreciate dance.
Shortly afterwards, a friend asked Malcolm if he was interested in dancing. Hard to imagine for one who had lost almost his entire sense of balance and coordination. It was the start of an exciting chapter in Malcolm's life. In 1999, he joined the Remix Dance Company, a group that breaks the stereotypes of dancing, showcasing disabled and able-bodied people performing together.
I enjoyed the work. I enjoyed moving and not having to be confined to my chair. It suddenly gave me another perspective on the wheelchair, which is really needed at the time for me. I enjoyed being physical because I like performing, and I think it gives me a sense of self-worth, and it gives me a good feeling when I can do something well physically, just because sometimes I feel like I can let things down because I'm not able-bodied. But when I dance, I feel A, a sense of freedom, and B, a sense of achievement.
My real interest with them is to somehow extend beyond the fact that it is mixed ability, disability, to look at it from a point of view where it's performance, it's dance, it's movement, it's experience.
Malcolm's dance career soon took off spectacularly, getting invites with his group to perform in countries such as Germany and America. Nearly 8 years after joining the Remix Dance Company, he celebrated another milestone, becoming the artistic director of the company.
This is really pretty amazing, for a disease that predominantly affects your coordination. And I know dancing has to do with your rhythm. And for someone who has a problem with coordination to have an affinity towards dancing and being able to set up something that has international acclaim, I think that is pretty amazing.
Well, Malcolm is adamant that nothing will slow him down. In fact, he is preparing for another trip to the UK where he'll be performing with his dream team. Coming up, a cup of tea leads to a moment of brilliance.